Namaskar and a very good morning. Welcome to the audio cast from Kotak Securities. I'm your host and guide Anindya Banerjee. Indian Rupee is on a roll. कल ऑफशोर में USDINR स्पॉट रेफरेंस टच्ड अ लो ऑफ 79.30. अभी फिलहाल 79.36, 37 के आसपास है. अगर यहाँ पे ऑनशोर स्टार्ट्स टू ट्रेड, then September futures could be around 79.44, 45 levels. Now, what's driving this strength in the Indian rupee? There are domestic factors. For example, the FPI flows has been consistently positive. Second, this whole expectation that India will get included in the global bond indices, that is Indian bonds, and that's going to happen over the next 1-2 months. That's also fueling a bit of carry trade that is positive for the Indian rupee. And global equity markets have been doing quite well for the past couple of weeks. That has also had a positive impact. Oil prices are at lower levels. That is an additional positives. So all these things have been helping the Indian rupee a lot. दूसरी तरफ अगर हम लोग डॉलर इंडेक्स को देखें, डॉलर इंडेक्स has weakened over the past 1 week. Though US bond deals have gone up, but that has not helped the dollar much. Now, आज US CPI inflation, and that's going to be important data to watch. The expectation is that month-on-month inflation is going to slow down significantly, and on a year-on-year basis, the inflation is going to drop close to 8%. Now, if inflation comes much lower than expected, then it can have a negative impact on the USD and, of course, the USDINR. But as of now, अगर हम लोग Fed pricing को देखें, क्योंकि next week the Fed meeting is there, तो Fed का जो expectation है, that is clearly indicating that 90% chance of Fed hiking by 75 basis points. अगर inflation dramatically slow करता है आज, it may have an impact on that odds, but it looks like Fed is going to go ahead with a 75 basis point hike next week. Slowdown in inflation may have impact on the future rate hikes, but this hike looks like to be sealed at 75 basis point. Now the question is, what's going to be the impact on the USDINR? Kyunki last from early August, say dollar rupee has been stuck between this 79.20 and 80.10 ka range on the spot levels. आज 79.35 के आसपास अगर the spot starts trading, then it's going to get very close to this support cluster between 79.20 and 79.30. Now, how to trade? Because the market is going to be close to a major support cluster and the support zone of the range, it is advisable to go long because your stop loss is smaller. But keep in mind that in case the dollar rupee closes below 79.20 basis on the spot, then you should not be long, and in fact you can look at shorting the market. But this becomes a tricky market to trade, definitely, because we have not seen much of a momentum in USDINR for the past 1 month. So the bigger question is, just if dollar rupee breaks that zone, this support zone of around 79.20, will there be a follow through downward, or will it be a false breakdown? Because 79.20 ke niche, the next major support comes around 78, 50, 60 ke aspas, which was the August lows. Whether we see that kind of a move, or it's just going to be, as I said, a false breakdown and a pullback, that's a very difficult question to ask, because dollar rupee mein momentum to missing hai. And global environment is such that, yes, we have seen a sell-off in the dollar index, but how far can the dollar weaken when the Fed interest rate expectation is still very high? That's the bigger question haunting us. So as of now, we will say the trade is 79, 30, 35 के आसपास जो spot अगर trading start होता है, तो you can attempt a long if you see with a stop loss below 79.20. Spot basis में, which will roughly translate around 79.23 to 24 on the September futures. Or if you are shorting options, betting on this range to continue, it is advisable to stick with iron flies, because let's say there is a breakdown, if at all the dollar rupee breaks down below this range, and it's a false breakdown. तो आयरन फ्लाई में क्या होगा? You will not get a margin call, and you can hold that position. So temporary breaks this position can easily withstand, because अगर dollar rupee break करके वापस ऊपर आ जाता है in the next few days, then you tend to make money. But if you are short a straddle or a strangle, then you have to trigger your stop, or else a margin call will be issued. So these are things which you need to keep in mind, that if you are shorting options, it's advisable to you do iron fly. How you do iron fly is very simple. You short a straddle and you buy a strangle. It's a hedge strategy. So this is the overall price action and structure in USDINR. So keep in mind, it's very close to a major support zone. Cross currencies may Euro INR and GBP INR may largely stay range bound. Maybe a slight upward drift can be seen ahead of the US inflation. So that's it, folks. This is Anindya Banerjee signing off. A fantastic day ahead.